We'll go ahead and start with an opening statement from Coach Curry and then take questions. Please raise your hand if you've got a question.
Just on a day like today, you have to credit Tennessee. They shot the ball extremely well, and we shot it really poorly. And I think you have to attribute a lot of that to their length and size. We charted the first half, and we missed 5 layups. The second, we missed 9. You can't miss 14 layups and then 10 free throws, which is 38 points. You've got to be able to finish those easy buckets, and free throws are free, and those layups are easy. And we made things really hard on ourselves offensively today. Again, I think when you look at the percentages of shooting the basketball, we're 4 of 18 from 3, 20 of 58, and 12 of 22, and that's uncharacteristic of who we've been. And again, I think sometimes you can get really negative, or you can just credit the other team. And they shot the ball really well today. They had great balance. They had points in the paint. Jordan Horston, 7 assists to 2 turnovers, and we had 3 assists as a team. So when you don't make shots and you can't get stops, it was definitely not the day that we expected to have, but we got beat by a very good Tennessee team today, and we just have to regroup, let that go at midnight, and have short-term memory and stay positive, because we know in the SEC you have good days and bad days, and it's all in how you handle both.
James, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, sorry, I'm in my car picking up my daughter today. I wanted to ask you, obviously, when you have a tough time with shooting and the shots just aren't falling, what are some things that you just said throughout the game in those timeouts? Because, the first quarter was rough, the second quarter got better, and then the second half it just wasn't working out. So what did you say to your players throughout the game during these tough shooting stretches that you had?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I talked about was to stay positive, and to try and make sure that when something doesn't go our way on the offensive end, we can't dictate our energy on the defensive end. And I feel like I was coaching a lot of positivity today. They got their chin down, and I just tried to stay positive, and I think we all were. I felt like at times, again, we were allowing something that didn't go our way to make one wrong, 2 wrongs, instead of one wrong, make it a right on the next play, whatever our job be. And at the end of the day, we had a really bad day at the really wrong time. And that happens. That's how the ball bounces sometimes. It's all in how you handle it as you bounce back. And we get a rest to recover, a week to recover, and get ready for a very good Auburn team. It's a rivalry game, and we have a lot of respect for their program.
Gustavo?
Coach, you mentioned tonight wasn't your team's night, and what do you see about the second quarter? You guys were, down by 2 at the beginning of the quarter. Then by the end of the second quarter, you guys were down by 19, only got 7 points. How do you see that second quarter?
I thought we missed shots, and I thought we were most open when we first caught it, and we would, not shoot the first one and try and shoot a second one in traffic, and they're so incredibly long. Again, just credit Tennessee. We didn't play with a lot of confidence offensively. We missed a lot of easy shots. And again, free throws, and that's really uncharacteristic of us. And to shoot 4 of 18 from 3 and to only have 3 assists. So at the end of the day, for whatever reason, we didn't make shots that we normally make. And I think that you have to credit Tennessee a little bit. I thought they came out, were really aggressive and an attack mentality, and got some easy baskets. And you just can't allow it to affect you on the defensive end. I think that's the thing that I was most disappointed, is when we'd miss a shot, we would allow that to affect us in transition D, not getting back, getting communicated. We didn't meet our switches, all the little things that we wanted to do today.
Maria?
Coach, it seems like SEC women's basketball has become must-watch TV in 2021. South Carolina has separated itself somewhat, but there's a long way to go. Is it going to be an absolute battle for those 4 double byes in this SEC tournament this year?
Absolutely. There's so much parity from top to bottom, and you see those teams that, night in and night out. This is the first year where I feel like in this league, anyone can beat anyone, and it's a great opportunity. I think it's going to come down to, it's like I told our kids a while ago, Maria, they all count the same. And it's all in how we respond to what happened to us today. We had a big win in Starkville. We didn't handle that success very well. Tennessee had adversity at home, and they handled it really well. So night in and night out, you've got to be ready to play. And do I think we were ready to play? Absolutely. I thought we allowed, though, makes to affect so much about us tonight.
Just a quick follow-up. I've watched several of your games, and this was not the Alabama basketball I had seen in those other games. I mean, you had a couple players just have a very tough night. Do you think or afternoon, do you think it just, like you said, kind of snowballed across the team, and then you just couldn't get out of that rut to get back?
Absolutely. And I think something for us, Maria, we've got to learn how to handle some success, being 4-1 and everyone's talking and this and that, and you've got people in town for the weekend. Whatever it is, we've got to be able to manage all of that around us and handle that and get ready for the next one, because, again, they all count the same. Whatever the reason was for today, we get another opportunity. We haven't been home a whole lot on Sunday, so we've got to handle next Sunday a lot better than we did today. I know 3 games in a week and then 2 games this week. The opportunity for us to get our feet under us and have our bye date on Thursday, I think, is going to be a real positive.
James?
Coach, I want to ask you, it seems like with this team, when everybody is shooting and playing well at a high level, like the last game where you had 5 players in double figures, what was going on outside of just Jordan and Jasmine tonight? Because I noticed Araya kind of struggled. Hannah struggled a little bit as well. What were some of the struggles? Was it just the shot wasn't falling, or were there not looks? Kind of just talk us through what was going on outside of Jasmine and Jordan.
I thought that Hannah struggled some with their size. Obviously, they're 6'1" and 6'3" at the 2 and the 3, and they're 6 foot at the point guard. And she has to take that first open window. But again, I thought that we missed Araya some early. And then her foul trouble, we've got to keep her out of foul trouble, because as you could see, we couldn't depth their size tonight. I mean, they're extremely deep and long and talented. And, we really struggled when Araya went out of the game. And so I think at the end of the day, you've just got to pick yourself up and dust yourself off. And we'll go back and watch the film and, see how we can do a better job of putting them in a position to be successful. I'll take the responsibility for that first and foremost.
Thanks, Coach.
Any other questions? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.